words can read. Hey guys, and welcome to another video. My name is Katie, and in today's video I'm going to be doing something just a little bit different. So I was kind of in the mood to film. I didn't know what I wanted to film, and I wanted to do something that's a little bit different than what everybody else is doing. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a tag because I know there's the intimidating TBR tag that's going around, and I'm kind of scared of that, but no one's tagged me yet, so I think I'm safe. I'm safe with that. But yes, you know, I actually wanted to talk about books that are coming out in the month of May because I'm excited about them. I'm sure you guys are. And you know, there might be some of you that don't even know about any of these books, and they might be right up your street. So these are just only some of the books that are coming out in the month of May. It's going to be a very, very big publishing month, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be continuing on with doing these videos. We'll see how well they go and if they end up being popular and stuff. But yeah, so without further ado, let's go. I'm going to start from the books that are released in the earliest of the month, and then towards the books that are coming out near towards the end of the month. And I'm very, very lucky to say that I have got some of these for review. I've got some in physical format, some in ebook format. I was very, very lucky to get the copies, so thank you to the publishers for doing that for me. But I am so excited, so let us begin. So coming out on the 1st of May, we have Anything You Want by Jeff Harbach. This is going to be a hilarious, heartwarming story. So it says here on the synopsis, Taco's mum always said today is the best day of your life and tomorrow will be even better, and that was hard to believe the day that she died of cancer and when Taco's dad had to move up north for work, but he did sure believe it when Maggie Corrigan agreed to go with him to prom, and Taco loves Maggie even more than the tacos, and that has earned him his nickname, and she loves him right back. Except all that love, it gets Maggie pregnant. Everyone else may be freaking out, but Taco can't wait to have a real family again. He just has to figure out what it means to be a dad, how to pass calculus, and then there's getting Maggie's parents to like him, because it would be so much easier for them to be together if he didn't have to climb the side of the Corrigan's house to see her. So it sounds like it's going to be really sort of like cute and hilarious at the same time. But yes, there's such an early release of the 1st of May, so add it to your wish list if you're definitely interested. So I've got some releases that are coming up on the 3rd of May, the first of which is Suffer Love by Ashley Herring Blake. And this book is about a teenage girl who falls for the wrong guy, and it's a romantic young adult debut that's perfect for fans of Suzanne Colasanti, Casey West and Lauren Barnholt. Casey West is one of my favourite authors, so you know what? Sounds like it's going to be right up my street. I'm really, really excited for that one. Another 3rd of May release is The Map of Bones by Francesca Haig, and this is the sequel to The Fire Sermon, which I do own, haven't read, but I've had fantastic things about. So I'll just read to you a quick little bit of the synopsis, as it is book 2, so I don't want to spoil you on a lot. So obviously it is a continuation. It says here, 400 years in the future, the Earth has turned primitive following a nuclear fire that has laid waste to civilization and nature. Though the radiation fallout has ended, for some unknown reason, every person is born with a twin. Of each pair, one is an alpha, physically perfect in every way, and the other is a omega, burdened with deformity, small or large. With a council ruling an apartheid-like society, omegas are branded and ostracised, while the alphas have gathered the world's scarce resources for themselves. Though proclaiming their superiority for all their effort, alphas cannot escape one harsh fact: whenever one twin dies, so does the other. So obviously it's a continuation. It sounds like a really, really interesting sort of book, so I would recommend you to read it. Obviously I need to at some point because the sequel comes out, duh. So the next book that is coming out on the 3rd of May, I'm very, very lucky to have a physical copy of, and that is Whisper to Me by Nick Lake, and this is what it's going to look like. And this is basically about Cassie, who is writing a letter to the boy whose heart that she broke, and she is trying to explain why she pushed him away, why her father got so angry when he saw them together, and why she disappears some nights. Why won't she let herself remember what happened that long ago night on the boardwalk, and why she fell apart so completely. Desperate for his forgiveness, she's telling the whole story of the summer that she nearly lost herself, and she's hoping that love for the family, love for that person who makes your heart beat faster, and love for yourself can save both of them after all. So it sounds really interesting, really great contemporary. I love the cover to this. and I'm super excited. I hope you guys are too. Coming out on the 5th of May, we have Lying About Last Summer, and the cover to this book is absolutely gorgeous. This is by Sue Woolman, and I went to the Scholastic blogger event where they spoke about this book, and they didn't have the books then, but I now have it in my hands, and it's so beautiful. It's so gorgeous. And it says here, last summer Sky's sister died in a tragic accident, and now she's looking for an escape from reality. Her parents think that a holiday camp for bereaved teens might help her move on. At first, camp doesn't seem to be so bad, but when she starts receiving texts from someone claiming to be her dead sister, she fears the past is about to surface. Sounds like really thriller, really interesting, and very suspenseful, and it's a fairly short read. And it's like less than 300 pages, sorry, and you know what, it sounds fabulous, so definitely add it to your wish list if this sounds like your thing. Also coming out on the 5th of May, I have The Inquisition by Taran Mataru, and this is book number 2, the sequel to The Summoner. And this is very interesting, and it's about this boy who summons demons, and it's basically the sequel to it, so it's obviously the continuation of it. And there you go, there's the first book there, that is The Novice, if you can see it right there, but it's a recent purchase of mine, so I haven't got around to it yet. I believe it's on my nans at the moment, so I can't quite get around to reading this yet until I've read some books in order to take to my nan's so I can swap them. She keeps asking me every time she comes over here if I have any books to take back home, and I'm like, Nan, I haven't read that much, so it's literally been like 3 days, like seriously. But yes, so that is a sequel coming out on the 5th of May, and you know what, you gotta read it. We have another book in a series that is coming out on the 5th of May, and that is Soldier, and it's in the Talon Saga. It's book number 3, and it's by Julie Kagawa, and she is such a fantastic author. I absolutely love one of her series. I need to read the 3rd book in the Immortal Rules series right here, because the first 2 books were fantastic. Her writing style is amazing. It's so good, but of course it's a continuation in the series, so I'm not going to go too in depth what this is about, but it's just a thrilling next story in the Talon Saga. And it says here, when forced to choose between the sinister Talon organisation and being hunted by her own kind, dragon and human hybrid, Ember fled. Even if it meant losing Garrett, the dragon-slaying soldier she shares a deep bond with. And now Garrett has uncovered secrets that will shake the foundation of dragons and dragon slayers alike. Can the danger reunite them? So obviously if you have read the 1st and 2nd book, then just letting you guys know that the 3rd book is coming out. And if you guys haven't read this series, then you have got to, because come on, dragons guys, let's be serious. Moving on to the 10th of May now, we have Every Exquisite Thing by Matthew Quick. He's the author of the Silver Linings Playbook and Leonard Peacock, a Leonard Peacock book, but I read the Leonard Peacock book and I thought that was really good. So it says here, Nanette O'Hare is an unassuming teen who has played the role of dutiful daughter, hardworking student and a star athlete for as long as she can remember. But when a beloved teacher gives her his one copy of the Bubblegum Reaper, a mysterious out-of-print cult classic, the rebel within Nanette awakens. And as she befriends the reclusive author, falls in love with a young but troubled poet, and attempts to insert her true self into the world with wild abandon, Nanette learns the hard way that rebellion sometimes comes at a high price. And you know what? I really enjoyed Forgive Me, Leonard Peacock. That's the book now. It's suddenly come to me, and really enjoyed that. So I'm super excited to read his new novel when it comes out. Another 10th of May release is Highly Illogical Behaviour, and this is by John Corey Whaley, who is the author of Where They Come, I think it's called. I haven't actually read it yet. And you know what, I keep hearing things about it, and I'm super excited. So this says it's for adult fans and teen fans of Matthew Quick. David Levitt and Ray Burrell will adore this quirky story of coming of age, coming out, friendship, love and agoraphobia. So it says here, 16-year-old Solomon is agoraphobic. He hasn't left the house in 3 years, which is run by him. And ambitious Lisa desperately wants to get into the second best psychology program for college, but how can she prove she deserves a spot there? And Solomon is the answer. Determined to fix Sol, Lisa thrusts herself into his life, introducing him to her charming boyfriend Clark and confiding her fears in him. And soon all three teens are far closer than they thought they'd be, and when their facades fall down, their friendships threaten to collapse as well. So it's perfect for readers of Me and Dale and the Dying Girl, All the Bright Places, which is like my ultimate favourite book. And it showcases the different ways in which we hide ourselves from the world and the ways in which love, tragedy and the need for connection may be the only things to bring us back into the light. So you know what, it sounds really, really good, really interesting, and probably really like heartwarming and touching, so can't wait for that one. This next one I'm really, really excited for. I think it's just because it's the author, because I love Alison Noel. She is just awesome. Like, I grew up reading some of her books, but her new book Unrivaled is coming out on the 10th of May and I'm so super excited. So it says here it's the first book in the Beautiful Idols series, mystery, suspense and an insider's only look at Los Angeles that echoes Gossip Girl's racy and rural New York. And for fans of Pretty Little Liars, readers who crave pulse-pounding romance will love Unrivaled. You know what, I feel like I'm gonna love it already. It says here everyone wants to be someone. Layla Harrison wants to be a reporter, Asta wants to be an actress, Tommy wants to be a guitar hero, and Madison took Destiny and made it her own a long time ago. She's Hollywood's hottest starlet, and the things she did to become the name on everyone's lips are merely a stain on the pavement ground beneath her heel. And that is until Layla, Asta and Tommy find themselves in a VIP invite to the world of Los Angeles nightlife and are lured into a competition, and the prize, or the target, is Madison Brooks. Just as her hopes begin to gleam like stars through the California smog, Madison Brooks goes missing and all their hopes are blacked out in the haze of their lives. So yeah, I can understand why they say it's for fans of Pretty Little Liars, but you know what? I'm actually really, really excited and can't wait. Coming out on the 17th of May, we have Places No One Knows by Brenna Yovanoff. And it says here this is for fans of Lauren Oliver and E. Lockhart. It is a dreamy love story set in the dark halls of a contemporary high school. And it says here Waverly spends her nights running until she can't even think, and then the sun comes up and life goes on and she goes back to her perfectly hateful best friend, her perfectly dull classes and the tiny nagging suspicion that there's more to life than the student council and GPAs. Marshall Holt is a loser, he drinks on school nights, gets stoned in the park, he's at risk of not graduating and he does not care, he is no one, he's not even close to being in Waverly as well. But one night Waverly falls asleep and dreams herself into Marshall's bedroom, and when the sun comes up nothing in her life can ever be the same, and in Waverly's dreams the rules have changed, but in her days she still have to decide if it's worth losing everything for the boy who barely exists. My god. You know what, it sounds confusing as well as interesting, as well as, you know what, after reading that I feel like I want to actually read the real book. I'm just intrigued. I don't know, I'm just really, really intrigued. So coming out on the 19th of May, we have The Loneliness of Distant Beings, and this is by Kate Ling, and this cover is absolutely gorgeous. I feel like this book is going to be a hit as well. And it says here, even though she knows it's impossible, Seren longs to have the sunshine on her skin. It's something that she feels she needs to stay sane. But when you're hurtling through space at thousands of kilometers an hour, sometimes you have to accept that there are things that you cannot change. Except that the arrival of Dom in her life changes everything in ways that she can barely comprehend, and he becomes the sun for her and she can't help but stay in his orbit, and to lose him would be like losing herself. In the dark, can a heart still hope? So that sounds really, really interesting, kind of dark, a bit of romance there. You know what, I'm excited. This book I'm actually really, really excited for. It is called The Inside of Out by Jen Marie Thorne, and this comes out on the 31st of March. And it says here it's for fans of Stephanie Perkins, heart, Meg Cabot, heart, and Glee. It comes a hilarious, romantic, smart, young adult novel about your best friend finding love before you do and the lines that you'll cross to stay part of her life. Hannah comes out of the day before junior year. Daisy is all set up to let her ally flag fly, but you can spell LGBTQIA. She is leading the charge to end their school's antiquated ban on the same-sex dates at dances, and starting with homecoming. And if people assume that Daisy herself is gay, so what? It's all about Hannah Wright, and it's all for the cause. But what Daisy doesn't expect is for the cause to blow up, and thanks to Adam, the cute college journalist who's interviewed Daisy for his college newspaper, goes viral, catching fire in the national media, and the story spins out of control. Protesters gathering, Hannah is left in the dust of Daisy's good intentions and Daisy's attraction to Adam practically written in lights, and Daisy finds herself caught between her bold plans, her bad decisions and her big fat mouth. And do you know what, it sounds really, really sort of charming and cute, and I'm really excited actually. This next book I'm totally excited for. I literally just been approved for it as well, and I'm just like, how can I have been approved for this? Because like, she's one of my ultimate favourite authors, and like, she's like well known on BookTube and stuff. Now this is The Problem with Forever by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and she is queen. You have to read books by her. She's like God on BookTube. But this is her new novel. It's a deeply powerful and emotional story about struggling to overcome your past and to find where you belong. And it says that this is about Mallory. When she was a kid, she bounced from one horrible foster home to another, and at 13 a terrible accident got her removed from the group home where she was living to a hospital where she met the parents who would adopt her. And when she starts a new school and encounters an old friend from the foster system, sparks start to fly. So you know what, Jennifer Armentrout is just fantastic. Her writing is great, her story ideas are great, and I'm going to start reading this pretty soon because I'm just super excited. So I'm probably going to start it at some point next week because I've got a few books that I'm currently reading at the moment. I would like to get those out of the way, but you know what guys, I am so excited. So guys, that is it. Those are all of the books that I'm going to talk about today in this video. Hopefully this isn't too long for you, and hopefully this gives you an idea of all the books that are coming out. But if there's any that I didn't mention or that you think we should talk about, then please leave them down in the comments below and we can talk about it. And maybe I don't know some of these books that are coming out that you guys are going to mention, so it would be great if you can let me know about any other books that you think I would like, and I might think about getting them at some point. But I'm super excited for all of these. I can't wait to get my meaty little hands among them. But you know what, I'm kind of on a book buying ban, so I really can't. There's so many books here that I do want to read. As I say, I'm lucky enough to have some books for review, whether they're from NetGalley or Edelweiss or in the physical formats that you saw. I'm very privileged and honoured, and a massive thank you to all the publishers. So just wanted to give you guys a buzz on what's coming out in May. I hope you guys are excited, and thank you very much for watching my video as always. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. I love you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Another 3rd of May release is The Map of Bones by Francesca. Another 3rd of May release is The Map of Bones by Francesca Haig, and this is the sequel to, oh my gosh, The Fire Sermon. There we go. Another release coming out on the 3rd of May is The Map of Bones by Francesca Haig, and this is the sequel to, oh, I knew it. Oh my god, The Fire Sermon. The Fire Sermon, for fuck's sake. The Fire Sermon! Another 3rd of May release is The Map of Bones by Francesca Haig, and this is the sequel to The Fire Sermon. The Fire Sermon. It's really not that hard, Katie.